Class 6 Exploring Science Chapter 11 Light, Shadows and Reflection. All questions and answers in one short video. Key concepts. 1. Light. Definition. Light is a form of energy that enables us to see things around us. Sources of light. Natural sources, sun, stars, fireflies. Artificial sources, bulbs, candles, torches. Luminous and non-luminous objects. Luminous objects, objects that emit their own light, example, sun, lamps. Non-luminous objects, objects that do not emit light but reflect it, example, moon, table. 2. Transparent, translucent, and opaque objects. Transparent objects allow all light to pass through, example, glass, clear water. Translucent objects allow some light to pass through, example, frosted glass, butter paper. Opaque objects do not allow light to pass through, example, wood, metals. 3. Shadows. Formation of shadows. Shadows are formed when an opaque object blocks the path of light. Characteristics of shadows. They are always dark. They are similar in shape to the object but can vary in size. Shadows depend on the position and intensity of the light source. Types of shadows: umbra, fully dark shadow, and penumbra, partial shadow. 4. Reflection of light. Definition. The bouncing back of light from a surface is called reflection. Examples of reflection: mirror, shiny surfaces. Uses of reflection. Used in mirrors for seeing objects. Used in devices like periscopes. 5. Pinhole camera. How it works. A simple camera made with a box and a small hole. It forms an inverted image of the object. Features of the image. Inverted, smaller than the object, real. 6. Mirror and its uses. Types of mirrors. Plane mirrors, flat surface. Curved mirrors, not covered in depth in Class 6. Uses. Reflect light, form images, and are used in daily life, example, bathroom mirrors, vehicle mirrors. 7. Daily life examples. Shadows formed during the day. Reflection in still water or mirrors. Transparent and opaque materials around us. Exercises. I. Fill in the blank spaces by choosing correct words from the list given below. List: translucent, reflection, light, opaque, rectilinear. 1. Underscore is an energy which causes in us the sensation of vision. Answer: light is an energy which causes in us the sensation of vision. 2. Ground glass is a underscore medium. Answer: ground glass is a translucent medium. 3. Dark outline formed on an underscore body is called shadow. Answer: dark outline formed on an opaque body is called shadow. 4. Pinhole camera is based on the principle of underscore propagation of light. Answer: pinhole camera is based on the principle of rectilinear propagation of light. 5. Underscore takes place from the smooth and polished surfaces. Answer: reflection takes place from smooth and polished surfaces. 2. The statements given below are incorrect. Write the correct statements. 1. A dark patch formed by an opaque body placed in the path of light is called image. Answer: a dark patch formed by an opaque body placed in the path of light is called a shadow. 2. A pinhole camera can take pictures of moving objects. Answer: a pinhole camera cannot take clear pictures of moving objects as the image becomes blurred due to motion. 3. Vacuum is an opaque body. Answer: vacuum is a transparent medium, not an opaque body. 4. Image formed by a pinhole camera is always larger than object. Answer: the image formed by a pinhole camera can be smaller, equal, or larger than the object depending on the distance between the object and the pinhole. 5. Moon is a luminous body in the sky. Answer: the moon is a non-luminous body. It reflects the light of the sun. 3. Write true or false against the following statements. 1. Glass is a transparent medium. True. 2. Gold is a translucent metal. False. Gold is opaque. 3. Image formed in a pinhole camera is always erect. False. The image is inverted. 4. A screen is necessary to obtain a shadow. True. 5. Water is a natural mirror. True. 6. The image in pinhole camera gets more luminous when screen is moved backward. False. The image becomes less luminous as the light spreads over a larger area. 4. Match the statements in column A with those in column B. Column A. 1. An optical medium which has different composition at different points. 2. A body which does not allow light to pass through it. 3. The speed of light. 4. The path along which light energy travels in a given direction. 5. A body emitting light on its own. Column B. A. 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. B. Ray of light. C. Luminous. D. Opaque. E. Heterogeneous. Answer. Column A. Column B. 1. An optical medium which has different composition at different points. E. Heterogeneous. 2. A body which does not allow light to pass through it. D. Opaque. 3. The speed of light. A. 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. 4. The path along which light energy travels in a given direction. B. Ray of light. 5. A body emitting light on its own. C. Luminous. 5. Answer the following questions. 1. Name 2 natural sources of light. Answer to natural sources of light are the sun, stars. 2. Name 3 man-made sources of light. Answer 3 man-made sources of light are electric bulb, candle, torch. 3. Give 2 examples of living beings which emit light. Answer 2 examples of living beings that emit light are fireflies, glowworms. This phenomenon of living organisms emitting light is called bioluminescence. 4. Does the flame of gas stove emit light? Explain. Answer: yes, the flame of a gas stove emits light. Explanation: the flame of a gas stove is produced by the combustion of gases like LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, or natural gas. During combustion, energy is released in the form of heat and light. The light emitted by the flame is visible, and its brightness depends on the temperature and the type of gas being burned. 5. State one way of making a non-luminous object to emit light. Answer: a non-luminous object can be made to emit light by heating it to a high temperature. Example: when a piece of iron is heated strongly, it becomes red hot and starts glowing, emitting light. This process is called incandescence. 6. Classify the following as transparent, translucent and opaque bodies: stone, wax, paper, reading glass, skin of a drum, wood, smoke, milk, leather, blood and dense fog. Answer: here's the classification of the given objects. Transparent allows light to pass through completely. Reading glass. Translucent allows some light to pass through. Wax, paper, thin or oiled. Skin of a drum, smoke, milk. Opaque does not allow light to pass through. Stone, wood, leather, blood, dense fog. 7. Sometimes you can see the sun or the moon behind the clouds. What can you say about the nature of clouds regarding transmission of light? Answer: when you can see the sun or the moon behind the clouds, it indicates that clouds are translucent. Explanation: clouds allow some amount of light to pass through but not all, which makes the sun or the moon visible as a faint object behind them. If clouds were transparent, you would see the sun or moon clearly through them. If they were opaque, the sun or moon would not be visible at all. 8. Suggest 2 ways of converting transparent plastic sheet into translucent sheet. Answer: to convert a transparent plastic sheet into a translucent one, you can try the following methods. Scratching or sanding. Lightly scratch or sand the surface of the plastic sheet using sandpaper. This creates tiny rough areas on the surface, scattering the light passing through, which makes the sheet translucent. Coating with a frosted spray. Apply a frosted or matte spray coating on the plastic sheet. This coating scatters the light and reduces the clarity, making the sheet translucent instead of transparent. These methods allow some light to pass through while diffusing it, creating a translucent effect. 9. What is the principle of pinhole camera? State the 3 characteristics of the image formed in the pinhole camera. Answer. Principle of a pinhole camera. A pinhole camera works on the principle of light travels in straight lines. It consists of a dark box with a small hole, pinhole, on one side. When light passes through the pinhole, an inverted image of the object outside is formed on the opposite side of the box. 3 characteristics of the image formed in the pinhole camera. Inverted. The image formed is upside down compared to the object. Smaller in size. The image is smaller than the actual object. Real. The image can be captured on a screen or photographic paper, and it is formed on the opposite side of the pinhole. 10. What changes will take place in the image formed on the pinhole camera if the tissue paper screen is moved away from the pinhole? Answer. If the tissue paper screen is moved away from the pinhole in a pinhole camera, the image will become larger. As the screen moves farther from the pinhole, the image size increases. The image may become less sharp. The image will become blurrier because the light rays from the object spread out more as they travel further. This happens because the distance between the screen and the pinhole affects the size and clarity of the image formed. 11. How will you use pinhole camera to see the solar eclipse? What precaution is necessary in its use? Answer. Using a pinhole camera to see a solar eclipse. To safely observe a solar eclipse with a pinhole camera, make a pinhole camera. Take a cardboard box or any opaque container and create a small hole, pinhole, on one side. Position the camera, point the pinhole towards the sun, but do not look directly at the sun through the hole. Observe the image. The image of the sun, partially or fully covered by the moon, will be projected on the screen inside the box. Precautions. Never look directly at the sun through the pinhole without proper protection, as it can cause permanent eye damage. Ensure the pinhole is small enough to create a clear and focused image on the screen. A larger hole will result in a blurry image. This method provides a safe way to observe the solar eclipse without harming your eyes. 12. State 3 conditions for the formation of a shadow. Answer. 3 conditions for the formation of a shadow. The presence of a source of light. There must be a light source that illuminates the object. An opaque object. The object casting the shadow must be opaque, meaning it does not allow light to pass through. A surface for the shadow to fall on. There must be a surface, example, wall, ground, where the shadow can be projected and visible. 13. How is the shape and size of a shadow affected if colored light is used instead of white light? Answer. The shape of the shadow remains the same, but the color of the shadow changes to match the color of the light source. The size of the shadow generally remains unchanged unless the distance between the object and the light source changes. 14. What do you understand by the term reflection of light? Name 2 objects which can reflect light. Answer. Reflection of light. Reflection of light is the bouncing back of light rays when they strike a surface. The angle at which light strikes the surface is equal to the angle at which it is reflected as per the law of reflection. 2 objects that can reflect light. 1. Mirror. 2. Shiny metal surface, example, a polished spoon.